Hi, you know what? A pretty special night. As it always is against Bemidji. A lot of respect for their team and just the way Bemidji does things. Hard battle. I thought towards the end of the game there that Connor Lecuvier made 3 or 4 saves that were the difference in the game. And it seems like it's always, I had a couple people ask prior to the game, and what about that 8-6 game up in Bemidji? And I said, I don't think you'll be seeing another one of those. And obviously tonight you had 2 teams battling both ends of the rink. I thought they came out and they had the best of the first period. We turned the puck over in the neutral zone. They scored a go up, but I liked the way the guys fought back in the second period. I thought we stuck with it, and we created a turnover to get it back to even. Mark Michaelis making a play, and then our power play delivered for us. And then at the end again, I thought Connor Lecuvier was outstanding. So very fortunate, very happy, and it was a long road. That trophy's hard to win, and so very blessed, happy for the guys because of the work that they've done, and they'd put themselves in a good position tonight. They found a way to get it done.
Ask you a little bit more about Connor. You're facing a pretty good goalie in Bitzer, and some of the play saves that he made late to keep it a 2-1 game, and you're asking your guy to match that at that time. And how was he, up to that challenge in your mind?
Well, hey, you know what? I look at it. We leave him on an island on a 2-on-1 with, the big guy 6 down the middle, and he snaps one home. And from that point, he shuts the door, and it wasn't because they didn't have opportunities. Michael Bitzer, I'll respect forever just because of as long as I've seen him play in the league. He's been one of the best, not only in our league, but in the country. And so I've got a tremendous amount of respect for him. And so, if you're going to beat him, you're going to have to earn it. And tonight I thought was earned. There was nothing given. And, but I think Connor Lecuvier is a pretty good goaltender also. And he's shown that throughout this season.
The way they play with a lead and makes it so hard for you guys, it seems, to kind of get through the neutral zone or to do a lot. What do they do so well that to really make it difficult on you guys?
Well, they're committed to progressing pucks, I think, from zone to zone. They're not at times they don't let you get to their defensemen. They're good at moving pucks, possessing pucks. And they're going to stretch the zone on you, and so they're okay with getting pucks to the red line, chipping and getting after you with pressure. And if you don't handle that pressure, they're going to create opportunities off that. And I thought they did tonight. They're a good hockey team.
Kind of along those lines, how important was Mark's goal to not only tie the game but get the building awake again and not let them defend anymore?
Turning point. That's a turning point. And again, they created turnover in the neutral zone to have an odd-numbered rush. They capitalize. Then we go in. I thought Zeb Knutson did a great job of showing some incredible poise at waiting and finding a way to get the puck to Mark, and Mark doing what Mark does. He finished. And like you said, all of a sudden the building is lit. And all of a sudden there's some electricity. And I thought we fed off that. I thought that allowed us to get a little bit more energy on the bench because we got it back to even, and not long after that we had a power play opportunity.
Dallas Gerads is the guy that scored the goal, I think, on the power play, and he's a guy you've rewarded as the season's gone along, and he's gotten more and more ice time, and now he's contributing, got a second power play goal of the season, and special team play. What is it about Dallas's game that really at this point in the season, Mike, that you really like?
Well, just like in the game tonight, he's a guy that it doesn't shock me that he made a contribution tonight because he's willing to get into those areas. And as hard as they play, as hard as they defend, you've got to have some guys that are willing to get into those high traffic areas and pay a price to get a second or a third opportunity, because if Bitzer sees the first one, he's stopping it. And so I just thought he did a good job of getting into that paint and staying there, and he's just an honest player, and those are guys you like to have on your hockey team.
You go into the season, Mike, and you have the checklist of things you like to accomplish. You checked box on one of them tonight, getting the MacNaughton Cup. You still got one more game left in the regular season. What are your expectations for tomorrow night?
We'll go back to business tomorrow. I told the guys, make sure you've got to appreciate what just happened, and so we'll do that tonight. We'll probably do a little, regardless of what happens tomorrow, we'll do some things on Monday to make sure that we get done and celebrate what happened, and then move on to the playoffs, because they're going to come in a hurry, and it's the next step of what we want to get into. So we'll give it its due when it's time, which will be on Monday. But tomorrow we're going to be playing a team that's motivated to come in and split this weekend series with us. So we've got to continue to progress. And at the end there, I thought we had a little loose. And I want to give Bemidji credit because they made plays. And then Connor made some saves. But we'll appreciate this one tonight and then get back to business tomorrow and go on from there.
To win this game the way you did, and even to piggyback off of last Saturday's game against Ferris, how do you feel like maybe these two games kind of prepare you for playoff hockey?
Well, you're going to have to do it at the most important time of the year, and to have us go through what happened last weekend and get it to 2-2, and then find a way to get it to 3-2 and then extend it and win a game. You look at the week prior that we played Huntsville. We were down late, found a way to score a goal to get it tied, and then win it not too long into overtime. And then tonight's game, down by a goal. And it's important to win those games. You want to draw off that experience down the road, because whether it's a positive or a negative, you're going to remember it. And we just have to be appreciative of what happened and getting it done, and learn from that experience.
All right. Thanks, Hasty.
You bet.